let's talk about health in America, because I did want to mention briefly the comments made by RFK Jr.,
which are very relevant to your listenership.
Or sorry, let me correct myself. The comments made by RFK Jr. And like, so basically, like, as part of the Make America Healthy Again initiative and his role at Health and Human Services, he has announced the other day that they are going to like commission a study to determine the environmental causes and factors that contribute to a rise in autism. And like, this is how you know someone is dedicated to science and rational discourse, is that he announces that like they're going to find the causes and announce them after a year of looking into it.
Very Israeli of him.
Yeah.
Can I say what Matt said about this? We're on a family vacation. What Matt said about this
The game
last
don't
night.
stop, by the way.
Internet next. Causes of autism.
But the comments he made is, he says here, of people with autism, he says, these are kids who will never pay taxes. They'll never hold a job. They'll never play baseball. They'll never write a poem.
Wrong.
They'll never go out on a date. Many of them will never use a toilet unassisted. We have to recognize we are doing this to our children. And it's just like,
I missed the toilet part.
Well, I mean, like his palpable disgust that
he's
people
like,
with
we should have
autism.
put them down. He's like, when they were born, they should have been left in the forest.
And when he says like they'll never pay taxes, but I want to drill in.
He didn't cry for the other stuff, but when he said never pay taxes, he burst into tears. Like, that's sadder than like, I would like to know the mechanics of how autistic people take a shit in his headcanon. Like, is it like when your dog eats a piece of string and you have to pull it out?
But
maybe diapers.
This is he's keeping his hands busy by reading the Doctor Whopedia, so I have to pull his shit out of his ass for him.
But
no one knows how serious autism is.
I would like to drill in on his comment that, quote, they'll never play baseball. And of course, I immediately thought of our good friend Nate from EFIS, along with Cy Young award-winning pitcher Zach Greinke, who you'll remember from our episode with Nate and Cooper.
We actually did reach out to Nate Fisher for comment on whether or not autistic people can enjoy baseball, and here was his response.
Hello, everyone. This is Nate Fisher, writer and actor of EFIS, in theaters and available to rent and stream now. And host of a Closer Look podcast. I wanted to comment on Robert F. Kennedy's disgusting comments about baseball to suggest that autistic people cannot play baseball, when anybody that has met a single baseball player knows that that is not true. Anybody who has ever thrown a pitch in Major League Baseball is somewhere on the autism spectrum. There are hundreds of examples, but I'll just point to one. My favorite baseball player of all time, Zach Greinke, a man who golfs barefoot, a man who owns a collection of, quote, illegal katanas, a man who spent the entire COVID season not sitting with his teammates in the dugout, but sitting 4 rows up in the stands next to all the cardboard cutouts you could rent during COVID. He would rather sit with cardboard cutouts of Osama bin Laden than with his teammates. And then you say, okay, what about the people that can't play baseball but have autism? Do you know who goes to games? Who do you think those people are? The people that bring their own scorecards to the games. Thousands of the most dedicated fans of baseball. People like Steve Bartman. Those are the people that make baseball tick. If we get rid of vaccines, it'll be the last of 1,000 death knells to baseball that have been waged against our nation's pastime the past 25 years. They tried the pitch clock. They tried the ghost runner in extra innings. And if they get rid of vaccines, they'll kill baseball once and for all, because no one will be there to play or watch it. And if you doubt my bona fides on this subject matter, I'm currently recording this from the train that I take from work to go home by choice. I could drive, I don't want to, and I do it in Los Angeles because I like taking the train so much. Okay, thank you. Go see EFIS.
I don't know if anyone who's not autistic plays baseball or follows baseball.
Yeah, it's really tough for people who are not on the spectrum.
People who are neurotypical have a very difficult time.
It also seems like every baseball player is also unvaccinated. Like,
That's
you know,
true.
like they like only like chew tobacco or like pop Zins as, you know, a prophylaxis against all manner of
And it
malady.
works.
Yeah, and it does work.
And it works.
Yeah, because you'll get ovarian cancer from using pouches. Dip Nation. Dip Nation.
But I mean, I guess so he's saying like, yeah, like there are environmental causes to autism. And I'm like, look, there might be. I don't know. I certainly don't think it's the vaccines he keeps talking about. I mean, but like, let's say it is. I'm just saying, like, it's interesting to me that, like, in his role as head of health and human services, he's launching this crusade to reveal the environmental causes of, various disorders of our ill health, of which autism is merely but one factor in. I think it's funny that like this is existing at the same time parallel to the EPA of the administration he's serving in, which is basically, I think just passed a new law last week that says it's okay to just put shit and mercury in drinking water.
Yeah.
They're just like directly putting mercury into everything.
Well, and also raising the level of the acceptable level of sewage that can be in drinking water.
Yeah, like how much shit is it okay for you to drink along with every other conceivable like industrial toxin or pollutant is just like, they're like, yeah, just put it in the water. Just get it. Yeah, just throw it in the ground. Just cover it with some dirt, out of sight, out of mind. No problem.
I love how that's like every Republican administration does that in like the first like 6 months. That was like a George W. Bush thing. Like the first thing he did was change the standards on arsenic.
I mean,
So start with a splash.
you know what? Like, there's a small amount of cyanide in every apple seed. And, like, it's just, no one's not eating apples.
And
They're good for you.
wives-
They say an apple
wives-
away keeps the doctor away.
Wives around the world have known that for millennia and have refined them to great effect.
It's just like, we talk about this concept a lot. The indignity of getting killed by a guy like Trump or Bukele for that matter. How about the indignity of like getting your kid being bored with thalidomide like lobster claws, but not because of like a lifelong, bureaucratic warrior, like a John Bolton, but for environmental or food and drink deregulation, but just like a fucking idiot like RFK. That's what's so insulting about it. This is just like a guy who got bored in between killing his wife and was like, oh, what should okay, I've seen what that feels like. Pretty good.
How about doing something about
if I kill the next wife, people will be on me. So what should I do next? Oh, I know, autism. His entire thing is ostensibly autism and what causes it. But I guess, like, he's never met an autistic guy because he thinks they're like Johnny got his gun. This is just some fucking bored... This is a bored tourist.
Autism imprisoning me. All that I see, ultimate darkness.
All that I see, absolute Thomas.